how much property taxes will increase or exactly when?
Well, he said the increase could come as soon as December 2026. And he did also say that the Common Council will still have to decide if the city is going to pay for all of the repairs all at once, or if they're going to space that out over multiple years. And that would determine how large the property tax increase is.
Individuals and families affected by the flooding disaster in Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Washington counties can still apply for federal help. So far, FEMA has approved more than 28,000 applicants totaling $139 million. Homeowners can still apply for assistance up until November 12th. We have information on how you can apply on the 12 News app. Well, luckily, we are dry tonight, but it is going to get cold.
Yeah, this weekend, Mark, a lot of communities have trick-or-treat planning.
Trick-or-treat planning, maybe tonight. Not sure. We certainly have football tonight. Just heard from Sean Downs, our super engineer / photog, the man who does it all here, and he's done it for 49 years. He's complaining to me. He's like, it's not 47 degrees out here. It's falling fast. He's right, because we got clear skies and we got light winds, and so the temperature is going to drop like a rock. 45 degrees right now in downtown. Just soak this in for a minute. Doesn't that look nice? We take you out to Pewaukee Lake from our camera located at the Chocolate Factory. Temperature 50 degrees. If you have plans for this weekend, overall, it's good. Whether you're trick-or-treating, whether you're checking out the fall colors, going to the pumpkin patch, the better day is going to be Sunday. We'll kind of narrow down when we could see a few sprinkles coming up in Weather Watch 12.
A teenager is facing felony charges tonight, accused of bringing a gun to school. Prosecutors say during a routine search, a Vincent High School resource officer found the gun in Andre Brackett's bag on Wednesday. Police say the gun was loaded and say there was a loose round which was originally in the chamber. The complaint also says the 17-year-old had previously been accused of taking a gun to Marshall High School last year.
It's day 24 of the federal government shutdown. As a result, SNAP or food share benefits will be temporarily paused here in Wisconsin starting November 1st. State health officials say about 700,000 families who rely on the benefits for groceries will be impacted. Racine County officials say if you have funds on your Quest card, you can either spend the money and stock up or keep the funds in the account. But they warn the federal government may restrict card usage on November 1st.
People will still have their actual food share benefits on their card. We just don't know after that if they will have access to them. DHS is just saying stock up on food. They didn't say just use all of your benefits because you won't lose those. They just say stock up on food before October ends.
The Women, Infants, and Children, or WIC benefits, are not being impacted for now.
Tonight, a top Republican tells 12 News it is unlikely state lawmakers will step in if food share benefits run out November 1st. State health officials say the federal government provides $114 million a month in food assistance here in Wisconsin alone, impacting some 700,000 Wisconsinites. The funding is expected to run out in November if the shutdown continues.
Is there any scenario that you see that the legislature would step in if this is prolonged?
$114 million is a lot of money. And my heart goes out to people, but this is a federal issue. And I don't see the state having the resources to do that. So no, I don't see us stepping in.
Sunday morning on Up Front, our exclusive conversation with Republican Senate President Mary Felzkowski, that is, her efforts to legalize medical marijuana and the new message to Republicans who may be standing in the way. It's all new Sunday morning at 9 right here on WISN 12.
A heads up for drivers, another weekend-long road closure in the Hale interchange. Tonight, the ramp from I-41 894 south to I-43 east will close. The detour will have drivers getting off at the 108th Street exit to Layton Avenue, then get back onto the highway at 60th Street. The ramp will be closed from 11 tonight until 5:30 Monday morning. The other Hale interchange ramps that are closed right now will remain closed.
It is playoff time for high school football this week. Operation Football is covering level 1 of the postseason. And our game of the week is Kenosha Bradford at Racine Case. Here's a live image from the field as the teams get ready for kickoff. That is less than an hour away at 7 p.m. And this is just one of a long slate of games we have on the schedule tonight, which includes Burlington at New Berlin Eisenhower, Whitefish Bay at New Berlin West, and Marquette at Sussex Hamilton. Steph Sutton will have the highlights for you and the play of of the Week nominees tonight on 12 News at 10. And Sunday night, the Packers face off against a familiar foe. For the first time in NFL history, the Packers will take on former QB1 Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big 12 Sports Director Dara Melendez will be in Pittsburgh for the big game. He'll report from the Steel City starting tomorrow on 12 News. A pair of celebrations for Milwaukee's diverse culture,
including the Chinese laundry era, the history now making a YWCA location a historical site.
Plus Dia de los Muertos, the party at a Milwaukee cemetery this weekend.
And it's chilly now, but I'll let you know when we'll make a run at 60 degrees. And here's a look at what we're working on for 12 News at 10. Shooting rampage charges. A man accused of killing 3 people at 2 locations in one night. The Link investigators uncovered between 3 cases, plus a mall sneaker heist. The theft, one sheriff compared to Mission Impossible. We'll explain tonight at 10 after our primetime lineup.
Watch WISN 12 newscasts live on our free Very Local app. Download the app right now, anywhere you stream.
Boyz II Men. I never thought I would do that on TV. Coming back to Milwaukee, the iconic R&B group made a stop at State Fair this year, and now they're returning to town to perform with New Edition and Toni Braxton as part of the New Edition Way tour. The show is Saturday, March 21st at Fiserv Forum. Tickets go on sale Friday. I will not be opening.
It will be a great show, though. Think about it. Today, a celebration of Chinese culture in Milwaukee. The Wisconsin Historical Society placing a historical marker at the YWCA building at MLK Drive and Reservoir. The building used to house Fred Moy Laundry. Moy was one of many Chinese immigrants who came to the city in the mid-1900s to avoid discrimination on the West Coast. It became known as the Chinese laundry era, as many of the families opened laundromats.
By learning other people's history, I think there can be a lot of acceptance and understanding of different people's paths, especially immigrants here in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee.
The Chinese laundry era also led to a rise in Chinese restaurants and Asian grocery stores in the city. Get ready for the cookie book rush. We Energies will start handing out its holiday recipe book next week. The drive-through giveaway event in Milwaukee is set for November 1st from 9 to 1 in the parking lots at the American Family Field. The cookie book is a holiday tradition dating back to 1928 and is filled with recipes shared by customers. The books are free, and we have a full list of giveaways on the 12 News app. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a little over a week away.
It is traditionally celebrated November 2nd, but some celebrations are getting started this weekend. 12 News' Zoe Henry has an early look at the big event at Forest Home Cemetery.
When many people think of fall, they also think spooky season. But here in Forest Home Cemetery, it's a celebration of the dead that started back in Mexico.
We visit cemeteries and dust off graveyards on this day to visit our loved ones, and we take whatever they loved the most.
Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. This weekend, the vibrant colors of the holiday will blanket one of Milwaukee's oldest cemeteries. Students decorated ofrendas, or altars, to honor loved ones that have passed on, including photos, favorite foods, and candles.
We have folklore dancers, mariachi, we have traditional like Mexican food trucks. We have tons of vendors that will be selling Dia de los Muertos, things such as the cempasúchil.
Special mats called tapetes, built by volunteers, lead people to the ofrendas.
An altar means the steps to guide them into the next path. So in these altares, we put different elements like wind, air elements, fire elements, earth elements, and water.
Even though it may seem like a somber experience, it's meant to be a joyful celebration of life.
This one is we have two. They have one over there in the back, and then ours is gonna say Camino of Souls, which is the walk to the souls in the ofrenda.
Organizers say all are welcome. In Milwaukee, Zoe Henry, WISN 12 News.
The Dia de los Muertos celebration kicks off with a 5K run and walk tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, and the festival runs until 3 p.m. at Forest Home Cemetery on Milwaukee's south side.